Isaiah was 42 when he became king, and he reigned 1 year. So if he finished at 23, what happened when he was 42?
That's right.
Thank you, Moses. So, brother, please stay. Sit down. Brother, sit. Brother, sit down. Brother, listen. Jazakallah khair. Who asked you to speak, brother? Okay. So now Moses is saying this is not a contradiction. This is a Uthman misunderstanding.
Yes.
I like that. You coined that.
Yes.
So you're saying Isaiah was 22 years old when he became king, means he didn't actually become king. He was anointed.
Yeah, he was anointed.
Okay. And he reigned 1 year in Jerusalem. So he was anointed and he ruled 1 year.
He was sorry. And
I'm reading the verse. Isaiah was 22 years old when he became king, and he reigned 1 year in Jerusalem.
yeah,
So when he was 22, he reigned for how long?
1 year.
1 year. So his reign finished when he was 23.
Yeah.
Everybody got that?
Yeah.
Okay. His mother's name was Athaliah, the granddaughter of Omri. So when did he rule Jerusalem? Not another city, not another, was when he was 22.
Yeah.
And he ruled for how long?
He ruled for 1 year.
1 year. So he finished ruling when he was?
Yeah. 22.
23, 1 year. Okay. In 2 Chronicles, it says Isaiah was 42 when he became king. And he reigned 1 year in Jerusalem. So I'm a little confused now. Uthman misunderstanding. When he finished his 1 year of ruling, he was 23.
Yeah.
So what happened when he was 42?
He ruled in Jerusalem, right?
Both of them are Jerusalem.
Yeah. True.
What do you mean true? That doesn't make. If he ruled at 22 and he finished ruling at 23, Isaiah was 42 when he became king and he reigned 1 year. So if he finished at 23, what happened when he was 42?
That's right.
Did you just say that's right? That was a question.
Okay.
The question is, if he ruled at 22 and he finished ruling, because you studied this one, my Uthman misunderstanding, Uthman's an idiot. I got you, right? I'm with you.
No worries.
Moses is gonna clear it up for me.
Sure. Go for it.
That's my boy. I'm so glad you're here. If he ruled at 22, yes, he 1 year, Jerusalem, not he was anointed in another city like Jerusalem, both verses. You said he finished ruling, his 1 year was over when he was 23. But here it says he was 42 when he became king. And he reigned for 1 year. So his 1 year, was it when he was 22?
1 year was 22, and 1 year he was 14.
Okay. If he ruled when he was 22, and he ruled again when he was 42, then it would be 2 years.
The only option is probably he stopped ruling.
Oh.
He ruled again.
But then he would have ruled for 2 years. If you were the president of Australia for 1 year, and then you became the president again for 1 year, then you would have ruled for 2 years.
That's right.
But this says 1 year. Now I'm going to ask you another question because I like you.
Okay.
And you studied this.
I like you too.
And you said this is my misunderstanding. His father was 32-year-old when he became king. How old was he?
32.
He reigned in Jerusalem for 8 years. You want to take your phone and do some math, or you're good? You got your mental math?
Oh, I got it.
You're good, Moses. So if he was 32, his father, and he ruled for 8 years, how old was he when he died? Hey, you guys are cheaters. Let him do it, bro. How old was he? 44. Your math sucks. Take your calculator out. That's why I gave you an option. Take your calculator out. No, take your calculator. I'm being nice. I'm letting you calculate it. I'm letting you cheat on your test. No, calculator. Don't put it in Google, bro.
I don't have a calculator.
You don't have a calculator? What kind of phone do you have? All right, I'll give you my calculator. I am so glad you came today, because I want to be educated.
Oh, good. Oh, good.
Yeah. Okay, here's my calculator, okay? So, please. His father's 32 years old when he became king. So put 32. Okay. 48. Bro, what are you doing? 32. Moses. I like that name.
Sorry, it's actually my first time being on a lot of...
Oh, you're good, man. You're so confident. You no mistake, Uthman misunderstanding. Woo! You're on fire, son.
In front of a crowd.
32.
Okay.
So he was 32 when he began to be a king.
Okay, sure.
And he reigned for 8 years. So plus
Sure.
plus 8.
Plus 8.
Yeah, 8 equals.
Okay. I can't believe I'm in front of that much crowd.
Yeah, you're doing great. 40. So how old was he when he died?
40.
He was 40 because you studied this one. That's why I'm choosing this one, because you brought it up, not the other ones. Okay.
That's right. Okay.
He reigned in 8 years. No one was sorrow about his death, but they did bury him in the city of the David. Then the inhabitants of Jerusalem made Isaiah his youngest son. His youngest son was made the king, right, when he died. And Isaiah was 42 at that time. So Moses, my question to you is, how can a youngest son be 2 years older than his father? How can?
I don't know.
But you studied this one. You came to correct my misunderstanding.
Yeah.
That's not a contradiction in the Bible. It's a Uthman misunderstanding. Ooh, sorry.
I studied that.
Yes, you did. So give me an answer.
I didn't look at that.
No. You studied Isaiah, but you didn't look at the verse?
Yeah, I've studied. I mean, sometimes you read a verse, yeah?
No. You came here saying that I studied this one, and Uthman, you got a misunderstanding.
Yeah.
Now I'm just asking you, in the same, right there, I'm not taking you to something else.
I see.
How could his father be 40 and the youngest son be 42?
I don't know. I'll look into that. That's what it's all about.
It's all about
I think you
clarifying Uthman's misunderstandings.
You do the same with the hadith.
Okay, no problem. I gave you the chapter and verse.
Yeah, sure.
We had all of this discussion in town. And
Good. We're enjoying this as an opportunity. Thank you. So, what's beautiful is, and this is a great workshop. I like this. You know, this is a practical example, right? Which is that when you say about the hadith, I asked you what book, you have no idea. I am showing you book, chapter, and verse in front of you. In fact, I didn't bring this up. You did. Because this is something you had already studied.
I've read it.
No, you said you studied it, bro. You got this on tape, on video? Didn't he say he researched it and he looked up the traditions and Uthman, you don't know what you're talking about?
No, I did.
You did. So if you did, if you researched it and you looked into it and there's no contradiction, how can a son, youngest son, be 2 years older than his father?
Okay, you say that's a contradiction, right?
Yeah, well, I think so.
Okay.
Maybe it's my misunderstanding.
You know what I will do?
Yes.
I will take that with me.
Oh, you'll take it. I like that style, bro.
I'm not throwing it away.
All right.
I'll take
it with you.
And I'm gonna do a deeper study.
Deeper study.
To read it.
To reread it.
And to educate myself.
Educate yourself.
If I stand here and you show me this, and I just say, it's a contradiction.
That would be truth.
And I go home. That would be dishonest in my part.
Okay.
The reason why is because I have to look, I have to examine, and I have to study. Kind of like this, how if you study the Quran, it says that Muhammad said, I am the first Muslim.
Yes.
Another verse says that Abraham's the first Muslim.
Yes.
You can't just say, oh, it's a contradiction.
Yes.
Is Muhammad the first Muslim or Abraham the first Muslim?
Right.
You have to actually study and research.
Right.
And most Muslims will say, no, he was talking to the people at that time among that ummah.
I got you.
He's the first Muslim.
So let me respond. Okay.
There we go. Yeah.
So, for example, I'm not saying I have to go home and study this or any of that. I'm responding right now on the spot. Okay.
Go for it.
If I told you I was the first one in the masjid, right?
Yeah.
Early this morning, I was the first one, right?
Yeah.
Is that true? It could be, if I'm the first one there, right? And if somebody says, right, 100 years later, that I'm the first one that got to the masjid, because that day, they're the first one that got there, is there a contradiction?
No.
Okay, good.
Could it
If
be
I-
the
hold
same
on.
with the Bible, Uthman?
I am. I'm getting to that, right?
Okay.
So if you talk about Ibrahim alayhi salam, right, and you talk about Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, you have thousands of years between them,
Okay.
right? So that would make sense that he was the first at his time, like we talked about going to the mosque, and Muhammad sallam was the first to believe in the message that was revealed to him in his time. That makes sense. I got you.